Hi guys, welcome back to FA Trades. In this video we are going to talk about CoinGlass Supercharts. I have already video on CoinGlass, its other features and tools. So if you haven't watched that first, make sure to watch that one. So let's start with CoinGlass Supercharts. So first of all, I'm going to remove all these indicators so that we can understand them one by one. In the top here you can select different coin tickers. There are many exchanges available here. You can select from both future pairs and as well as spot pairs. Next here you can select chart type from bars to candles to lines. Next here you can select the different time frames. So the time frames are supported from 1 minute up to 1 week. Next, this is the main section. These are the indicators that are from CoinGlass. You won't find these indicators on other platforms like TradingView. This here you will find all the indicators, and it includes indicators from both CoinGlass and TradingView. This is the compare feature where you can compare assets to each other. So you see their correlations. Currently you see Bitcoin is down -2.8% while ETH and Sol are outperforming BTC, they are up. So we'll remove those. Here you can see save all your templates. For this you need to log in. You need to have an account first so that you can save your templates from here. So this is the layout screen where you can have up to 9 charts, and this is quite helpful. If you want to look at multiple coins at the same time or at the multiple indicators. So next here you can download chart images, copy images, and all those stuff. This is the settings here. You can clear cache or you can change from dark mode to light mode. Next, this is where you can log in, and here you can select change the language. So you can log in this if you want to make a template or any other those kind of stuff needs to log in. So after that we need to look at indicators. So these are all the indicators, and these are only available in CoinGlass. You won't find them on TradingView, but you can find on other platforms like VeloData and Coinalyze and CoinAnk. I personally use these ones. I think these ones are a bit better. Also here you can find indicators for options market. For both Bitcoin and Ethereum. And if you want to use TradingView indicators, you can also find these are all the indicators. Both from CoinGlass and TradingView. So let's use some indicators. I only use aggregated ones. Because crypto market is decentralized, so there are many exchanges. So I want to look at the aggregation of them all to get the most of the data. So these are all these aggregated indicators. From here I'll select and use some of indicators. These are Cumulative Delta, Bid and Ask Delta, Open Interest Stablecoin Margined in Liquidations. So first let's start with Aggregated Futures CVD. This is the Cumulative Delta indicator. It shows the delta in cumulative way by continuously adding delta to each other, which is market buys minus market sells. So this is a pretty good indicator to look for divergences and reversal points. Let me show you a few examples. So the first example will be pretty much here. You see prices making a higher high, while if you look at the CVDs from the same point, it's almost making an equal high. That means there is less buyers here, so it's exhaustion/lack of participants. So that means this upside move is pretty much exhausted. Let me find you some other examples. So here is another divergence. You can see price making new highs while we look at the CVDs, it's making lower highs. It's bullish exhaustion. Let me see some absorption ones. Okay, so I think I have found a bullish one, and this is from here. You can see price is farming a higher low. While if you look at the CVD, it is forming a lower high, so it's a bearish absorption. More traders are shorting here, but those are getting absorbed and price isn't falling that much, which is a bullish signal. That means that sellers are getting absorbed, and then we see a nice bounce here. And then what you observe here is that. So price is forming almost equal highs while CVD is forming lower highs, and then you see. After that, what happened is price dropped. As there were not enough buyers. So this is how you're going to use. I use the both futures and spot cumulative delta. That gives me the sentiment among spot and futures. So I think these both are important. Okay, so this is the one of the tools that I use. Let's move on to the next. So next indicator I'll be using is this one. Future bid-ask delta and spot bid-ask delta. Okay, so what it measures bid-ask delta in the order books. Let me show you its settings. The depth of the 1%, that means 1% above and below which orders bid/demand ask/supply are prominent. Okay, you can select different exchanges here. Same you can do with the other. How it's used? It's used pretty simple. When it is green in both spot and future, there is more demand in the order books. And you see a bounce and push upside. Also look at size of these bars. Higher and rising green bars is bullish, while lower and falling red bars is bearish. When it turns red, that is a bearish, more supply than demand in 1% of order books. That means there is more supply here coming here. You see it turned red here. Let's look at few more examples here. Again, it's not itself a trading setup. It's just a confluence, same as cumulative delta, that you can use in your trading strategy. Also, you can use different depths of bid-ask delta. Higher depth, like 5% and above, is for long-term sentiment, while lower depth, like 1% and below, is for more of short-term analysis. You can use both long-term and short-term depth. Together, multiple time frame analysis. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. So next is an open interest and liquidations indicator. So I'm using stablecoin margined contracts. In the settings you can see these are all these exchanges that you will look at. And this is the liquidations. So green ones are long liquidation and these ones are short liquidations. Large liquidations usually give decent reversal points. Open interest is telling us about all open orders in the derivatives market. Open interest rising mean more new orders. If price rise, it's new longs. If price falls, it's new shorts. Here you can see price falling, open interest rising. That means these are shorts coming here in the market. So from open interest we know where new orders, shorts or longs entered. If price moves against it, it would cause open interest drop and liquidations. Other indicator I use here is VWAP. It's just a common indicator. It's volume weighted average price. It acts as dynamic support and resistance. More retests, it's more likely to break. Let me share you some examples. Here you can see it's acting as support and resistance. So this is basic overview of the few of indicators I use in my trading, which give me confluence and context in my trading system. There are many other indicators you can learn and utilize in your trading, like Coinbase Premium Index, Taker buy sell volume, Top Trader long shorts ratio. We'll probably discuss that in other videos. That's all for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave your questions and suggestions in the comments. See you in the next one. Peace out.